In this video, we will learn relationship between zeros of a polynomial with its coefficients. That means that for a polynomial, what is the relationship between its coefficients and the zeros of the polynomial. So first we will learn about quadratic equation. So let us take a quadratic equation 2x square minus 3x plus 1, and for this quadratic equation we can see that the coefficient of x square is 2, coefficient of x is minus 3, and the constant is 1. So that means if we put it in this format, ax square plus bx plus c, then what do we find is that a is equal to 2 and b is equal to minus 3 and c is equal to 1. So these are the coefficients of this quadratic equation. Now we will see what are the zeros of this polynomial. So we have seen that these are the coefficient of this quadratic polynomial, and now we will see what are the zeros of this polynomial. And for finding the zeros, we can either use factor theorem or we can use factorization method. So let us do factorization by splitting the middle term. So this 2x square minus, let me use a different color pen, minus 2x minus x plus 1. So what we have done is we have split the middle term into 2x and minus x, and then we will do the pairing. This is one pair and this is another pair, and then we will find the common. This is x minus 1, and for this minus 1 is common and we find x minus 1. So this further we find x minus 1 is one factor and 2x minus 1 is another. So now what are the zeros of this polynomial? The zeros of the polynomial are x is equal to 1 and x is equal to half, because this is equal to 0 and this also equal to 0. So when we equate the factors equal to 0, we get the zeros of the polynomial. So we get two zeros of this polynomial, and these two zeros of the polynomial is denoted by Greek letter alpha and beta. Alpha and beta are ABC of Greek alphabet, and the third letter of course is gamma, which we will learn later when we are handling the cubic polynomial. So right now the first zero of the polynomial, alpha is equal to 1 and the other beta is equal to half. So now we need to learn the relationship. So there is a relationship between this and this, between the zeros, and zeros are also called roots, of the polynomial, roots. So between the roots of the polynomial and the coefficient of the polynomial, and the relationship is that the sum of the roots, that means alpha plus beta, equal to minus b over a, and the product means the multiplication of the, that means alpha into beta is equal to c over a. So this is the relationship, and we can check this relationship by substituting the value of alpha and beta on the left hand side and then determining whether it is equal to minus b over a or c over a. So let us check the first one. This is the first one and this is the second one. So let us check the first one. So alpha plus beta, the sum will be equal to alpha plus beta will be equal to alpha is 1, beta is 1.5. So it becomes 3 by 2. And minus b by a, so we say minus, and then b is minus 3 and a is 2. So this is equal to also minus minus will become plus is equal to 3 by 2. So if we are taking b by a minus b by a, so this is the one way we have done it, and this was the another way we calculated. Okay. Now we look at the product, and the product is alpha into beta, which is equal to 1 into 1 by 2. So this is equal to 1 by 2. So the product is 1 by 2. So multiplication here. And then when we look at c by a, which is on the other side, we are looking at c by a. C is 1 and a is 2. So again we find that alpha into beta is equal to c by a. Now once we know the relationship, and suppose we are given the roots, suppose we know the roots, and by applying into these two formulae we can determine the coefficient, and that means we can determine the polynomial. So you will have questions where roots are given and then you are asked to find the polynomial. So that way you will use this relationship that alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a and alpha into beta is equal to c by a, and then you you will try to determine the value of a, b and c. Again, let me tell you that for a given roots there could be more than one polynomial which will satisfy the condition. So don't get unduly concerned if your answer does not tally, because there can be more than one polynomial which can satisfy that condition. So let me summarize. What we have learnt is, in this video we have seen the relationship between zeros and coefficient of a quadratic polynomial, and the zeros can be determined either by factorization method or by using the factor theorem, as you know earlier. And the coefficient of the polynomial is given by equating the polynomial to ax square plus bx plus c. So when we equate the polynomial to ax square plus b plus c, we will get the coefficient. And remember, we should take the coefficient with sign. The standard polynomial expression is ax square plus bx plus c. So if there is any negative value, then the value of that coefficient will be negative. So we determine the roots and we determine the coefficient, and then we know that this is the relationship given by these two formulae. And please write these two formulae in your formula book, and this will be very important for solving the question of this chapter. Thank you.